Hello there, this is Teacher Joyce once again from Teacher Joyce Corner. So today I'm very excited because I'm gonna be sharing with you about the simple tenses of the verb, which is very useful, especially in creating sentences. Okay, but first let us understand first what is verb. Now a verb is a word that describes what the subject of a sentence is doing. Ito ay lalarawan kung ano ang ginagawa ng isang tao o bagay o hayop sa isang sentence. Okay? So verbs can either be physical or mental actions, occurrences, and states of being. Okay. Now, alam niyo ba that verbs tell us the time that an action in a sentence happened? Ito ay tumutukoy kung kailan nangyayari ang isang aksyon o pangyayari. Okay? Kailan ito nagaganap. Okay? And the time that a verb show is called tense. That is why it is called the tenses of the verb. Okay? Now, let us first understand what is past tense. Okay, past tense means from the word past, it already happened. So, the action already happened. Ito ay nagaganap na. Ito ay tapos nang mangyari. For example, yesterday I played basketball. Kahapon ako ay naglalaro ng basketball. So, meaning, tapos na akong maglaro ng basketball. Next is present tense. Ano ba ang present tense? From the word present means ngayon nangyayari. It is happening right now, okay? Or it is happening in the present time. For example, I play basketball. And the other one is I am playing basketball. Okay. Now, when you say I am playing basketball with be verbs plus ing form, it means that as of this moment, you are playing basketball. Okay? Now, future tense. When you say future, it means it indicates action that is happening or no, not yet happening. Okay? It has yet to happen or in Tagalog, hindi pa nangyayari. But posibleng mangyari in the future because ito'y pinagpaplanuhan. Okay? Then, example, tomorrow I will play basketball. Okay? Tomorrow I will play basketball. Bukas ako ay maglalaro ng basketball. So, it is future tense. When you say future tense, you will use the will and shall plus base form of the verb. Okay, now let's have another example. For the past tense, he wrote an invitation letter. Siya ay nagsusulat ng isang liham imbitasyon. Then for the present tense, sa kasalukuyan, he writes an invitation letter. He is writing a letter. Okay. Now, ngayon, siya ay nagsusulat ng isang liham. Okay? Next, for the future tense, tomorrow, bukas, I will write an invitation letter to my friend. Bukas, ako ay magsusulat ng isang liham para sa aking kaibigan. Okay. Now, another example, para naman ma-master natin ang ating topic ngayon. We cooked pasta, and that's past tense. For the present tense, we cook pasta. We are cooking pasta. For the future tense, we will cook pasta next Sunday. Okay. Again, kung ito'y past, ito ay ganap na. Kung ito'y present, ito ay nangyayari sa kasalukuyan. Kung ito ay future, ito ay hindi pa nagaganap. Okay, next. My friends and I visited Boracay. My friends and I visit Boracay. My friends and I are visiting Boracay. Then for the future tense, my friends and I will visit Boracay soon. Okay, that's a future tense because they are planning to visit Boracay. Okay? Now let's learn also how to form the simple present tense. Actually, if your subject is I and you, so you take the present form of the verb without s. Why? Because even though it is singular, but it is on the rule of the tenses of the verb. Now, if you are in the third person, your subjects are he, she, it. Note that it will always use the present form of the verb which has s. Okay, for example, Jenny dances Zumba. Okay, so you use dances. Why? Because Jenny is singular. So it will use the S form of the verb or ES. Next is we move on to the plural. Plural means two or more or dalawa or marami. So if your subject are we, you, they, then you will take without S form of the present verb. So we dance, you dance, they dance. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. Now, how to form a simple past tense is very easy. Actually, we usually make the past tense by adding D or ED to the verb root word or to the base form, yung hindi pa pinupunan. For example, Henry called her friend. So we use ED as the form of the verb of the past tense because it is in the regular verbs. But did you know that some verbs have irregular past tenses? When you say irregular, it is not regular because it changes the spelling. For example, Henry told him about the upcoming event. So, yung tell in the present tense nagiging told. So, we do not add D or ED to the irregular parts of the verb. But it changes the spelling. So tell becomes told, not telled. Okay, now that's how it is. Now let us learn how to form the simple future tense. Actually, it's very easy. You will just use the modal verb shall and will to indicate the prediction of the verb and its base form. So will can be used when someone is speaking and decides to perform something or needed to perform. For example, I will visit the Taj Mahal next year. We shall visit the Taj Mahal soon. Okay? So, another thing, when you use the simple future tense, you use shall and will in statements or in certain situations like an offering or promising or asking or agreeing to do something in the future. Okay, now let us check how far you have learned from our lesson for today. Let's have practice time. Okay, now I want you to provide the correct form of verbs in the correct column. It will be in the past, future, or present. Okay, number 1 is broke. Number 2 is drive. Number 3, ate. Number 4, cooked. Okay, so all you have to do is you have to provide the necessary form of the verbs that is being erased. No? So you have to provide the correct present, past, or future form. Okay, so now let us check if your answers are all correct. Number 1, past tense, present, and future. Broke, break, will, or shall break. Drive, will, shall drive. Ate, eat, will, or shall eat. Cooked, cook, will, shall cook. Okay, next is let's have another activity task to have a mastery on our topic for today. So task number 1 is supply the correct form of the verb. So now I want you to get your informal team or your task notebook, and I want you to supply the correct form of the verb. Okay, it will be in the past, present, or in the future. Number 1 is visited. Number 2, write. Number 3, will or shall bake. Number 4, borrow. Number 5, play. Number 6, will or shall study. Number 7, saw. Number 8, go. Okay, now I'll give you 5 minutes to do this. Then after 5 minutes, we will check your work. Okay, and now from the meantime, let's move on to the task number 2. So the task number 2 is, when do you use the following tenses? Past, present, and future. Now I want you to write when are we going to use the following tenses. Okay, so thank you so much for watching the video. So I hope that you learned something about the present tense of a verb. Now, if you feel that you wanted to learn more about the videos which I uploaded on my YouTube channel, just click and subscribe Teacher Joy's Corner. Always remember that learning can be fun. Thank you and have a nice day.